Hey guys, welcome back to Naruto as part Senju, Uchiha, Hyuga, and Uzumaki. Yeah, I decided to do part 8 about the light goal as I realised 500 light was way too unfair. And on the Discord you would see I decided I'm just going to decide to delete that light goal for today, as I decided to do something risky. I really like this series, but I ended it way too quickly, as making Naruto that OP that quickly without like any breaks between it was like how do I put this? It just really quickly ended the series, so I couldn't even add on to it if I wanted to. So here's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna write Boruto as my own story, my own missions. So I'll keep in certain details from that, but I'll add my own stuff. So it'll be like I'm making my own anime, which is risky, I know, but it's going to make Boruto a lot less boring for me, and then I can just add on to my own story, so I don't need to end it that quickly. Okay, so this might not work. Tell me how you like that I did and in the description, or not description, comments. And yeah, you would have known about this if you joined my Discord, so that's just a message. I'll put the link in the description like always. Come join my Discord, it's a really fun place. I'm welcome, so we talk about all anime stuff and that. So yeah, anyway, into the story. So how we're going to start this is, we're going to start with Hinata getting kidnapped. As I want to jump in this quickly, so we're not going to have the huge build-up. So, and then also, the fight isn't going to last as long as you think, because we're going to get bored doing on this. Okay. So, we're going to start with Naruto and Hinata walking home. When all of a sudden, weird people, like, I say 12 of them, surround him. And they pick up Hinata. They pick up Hinata and run away, but not realising that Naruto realising what they're doing, obviously, I don't know why he wouldn't, chase after them. And when they start picking up speed, this is where he gets a lot angrier and chases after them even more. And when he catches one of them, he's angry and he obliterates them as he realises he feels them and these aren't real people. That's when he stops holding back and Almighty pulls them. And Rasengan's all of them. Except the one holding Hinata. That's his personal one. And then he stops time and runs up and grabs Hinata away from him. And then yet again destroys him. That's when Hinata starts crying into his shoulder, saying, "Thanks for saving me, Naruto." All of a sudden, the other guy, the Uchiha or whatever, the god guy that we saw in the ocean, I forgot his name, comes down and says, You wretched soul, give me that woman." And he grabs her, and when Naruto goes to push away, he overpowers him, which shocks the mysterious man. And he decides, okay, and he activates his Byakugan and attempting to block his chakra points. But yet again, Naruto just breaks his fingers when he goes to attack his chakra points, which heal. And then he decides, that's it, I need to push past my limits. And that's when he disappears. That's what Naruto senses around and sees he's in front of Hanabi. So Naruto goes over there, light speeds, and sees that the man has just stole Hanabi's eyes and she's on the floor crying. Naruto puts her to sleep, not like that, like he disrupts her chakra, which causes her body to go to sleep. And he heals her with the damage was done, as he didn't really try to be careful when he whipped out her eyes. And Naruto punches the guy so hard, like his stomach explodes. But Naruto hasn't realised something. The entire time the guy didn't block, he switched out his eyes with Hanabi's. Not Naruto's eyes, I mean the guy switched out his own eyes with Hanabi. Like, he tried doing an original after fighting Naruto. And that's when Naruto's realised what he's doing. He says, "Is there a way to evolve your Byakugan or something?" After that, Naruto is shocked. He sees that the guy now has a Tensei gun, same as his eyes. I should also mention, the guy I don't know, I don't know the god race, the Kaguya's race. I don't actually remember his name. I just wanted to point that out, but he doesn't know Naruto has the Tensei gun. So when he activates it and activates his cloak, he says, "This is a power that you will never be able to comprehend, mortal." And Naruto laughs and says, "Are you sure about that?" And that's what Naruto blitzes him. He's like, "How are you keeping up with me?" And then he puts his cloak on a high like power, and he actually managed to hit Naruto. So Naruto looks at him with his running gun and he goes, "What? You have a god eye just like mine, but mine's far superior," which it isn't, by the way. That's what Naruto activates his Byakugan saying, and that's when the man says, "Oh, I guess you do have a certain special power." That's what Naruto laughs and activates a Tenseigan, which is far more evolved than the other guys. And he says, your power's even greater than mine." But then something happens with his eyes. They stay this blue colour, but the white lines turn black. And that's when a weird creature appears on his shoulder. And we all know him as Black Setsu. And he amps him so high that he obliterates Naruto. Not like kills him, but he sends him flying through the roof and flies off to the moon. This is when Naruto grabs Sasuke, and Naruto's even realised why he was running. That's why he decided to grab Sasuke instead of going after him. He says, "The moon's flying towards us, we need to stop it." Sasuke says, "Is that it? Okay." And Naruto forgetting how that now Sasuke's been training to catch up to him. He's like, "Oh yeah, I shouldn't even need to tell you. You probably could sense it yourself." And Sasuke says, "Yeah, I'm gonna go sort it." But then he says the real question is about Naruto and Hanabi. Not Naruto, I mean Naruto and Hanabi. Sasuke gets shocked and helps Hanabi and all that. And he says, "Naruto, if you need me, just send me a chakra signal." And that's when Naruto disappears. He's on the moon already. He's enraged by the fact that the man took Hinata and Hanabi's eyes. Not Hinata's eye, he just took Hinata. And that's at the point where the man on the actual bad guy, I'm just going to call him bad guy, yeah? The bad guy's shocked, thinking, "You already made it to the moon." And that's when he goes to attack Naruto again without Black Zetsu, as he isn't aware of him just yet. Black Zetsu's just feeding him ideas, which he thinks into his dreams, which the bad guy thinks is actually his own ideas, and he's just copying what his dreams tell him to do. And he goes to attack that. When he goes to attack Naruto, he gets slammed into the moon and coughs up like a bunch of blood. That's when Black Zetsu takes over again. And then this is where the bad guy gets aware of Black Zetsu, and he accepts him into his own body, boosting his chakra. That's where Black Zetsu messed up, as the bad guy is way superior than him. And he actually beats Black Zetsu and takes all control of his power and obliterates Black Zetsu from him, but just takes the power. So now the bad guy is really powerful, and he's actually playing with Naruto at first and hitting him around everywhere. And Naruto decided to let him get his confidence up, until he acted the Tenseigan, which Naruto just catched one of the hits and broke his arm. Healed instantly, the bad guy amped himself up again and slammed Naruto into the moon, which Naruto realised, this is one of my first real fights. And they continue fighting, till Naruto's had enough, and he starts choking the man. That's until the bad guy activates his trump card, and he disappears back down to Earth. He's killed everyone, except for Sasuke, who's still fighting him. This is when Naruto rises up crying. He grabs the bad guy, and he starts choking him relentlessly. As the bad guy tries to break out, saying, "You're too good, you won't kill me," Naruto starts laughing, saying, "You know nothing about me," and he smiles as he's choking him. This scares the bad guy senselessly, and he tries to get away. Until the bad guy goes cold, and he looks at Naruto with his final breath, seeing his own heart in Naruto's hand. Naruto takes out his eyes and saying, "I'm giving these back to Hanabi." Which is then Naruto remembers something. He flies up into the sky and does hand signs. He says, "Hey Kurama, I'll see you soon, okay?" Which shocks Kurama, thinking, "Naruto, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, I guess I won't, but it was nice knowing you." That's when Kurama realizes what Naruto can do, as he knows all his ability. And he yells out, "No kid, don't do it." That's when Naruto whispers, "Rene rebirth." And all arrows shoot out, green arrows shoot out of him, and everyone rises up. When they all show over to Naruto to congratulate him, and Hinata never actually died. She came back down to Earth with her own ways and the same plot. like Hagomo's brother gave her some of his chakra too, so that she used to get home. That's when she sees Naruto's body, and she just thinks he's on the floor from chakra exhaustion. But we all know the true story. And one sec, my order's messed up. This is where she goes, Naruto, and then as soon as she touches his neck, she feels no pulse. She starts crying. Sasuke, Tachi, Shisui are all crying on the floor. I should mention they all died as well. Except for Sasuke, like you all know. They're all crying, and then that's when they all realise their saviour's gone. Hinata's love's gone. That's what they think, and all of a sudden a pulse appears. And Naruto wakes up saying, "Hey, it worked. I guess I have enough chakra to pull this off without killing me." And they all look at him like, "Wait, what?" But that's when they realise Naruto says, "I can't see." He opens his eyes and they're white. That's when he realises "Oh wait, forget it. I just took all the chakra away from my eyes, which is something which chakras what actually lets us see. We all have a bit of it in our eyes, and I took it all away." So he pushes chakra in his eyes, and all the colour comes back, including all his Rinnegan and all that. But I want to mention something. You know how when Boruto defeated the other guy who came to Earth and tried to destruct the Nine Tails, he got the weird curse seal, and he says it's ability that his clan has. Kaguya and the bad guy in the actual film is part of the same clan, so I'm saying Naruto got the same curse mark, and so did Sasuke when he defeated Kaguya. Actually, forget Sasuke, as Naruto defeated her, didn't she? But he didn't kill her because he never actually fought her. Yeah, so Naruto actually got the actual curse mark on his own, which Sasuke realises and says, "We'll need to look into it later." But Naruto realises something. He says, "Okay, this might come into help in the future," and he just seals it away using a seal the same seal Kurama has, and he suppresses that actual seal. This is when Naruto goes to Hinata and they both confess their feelings and all that, and it all goes good. Time skip the wedding, time skip all that. I'm gonna go to where Sarada and Boruto are playing with each other, and you're asking how Sasuke and Sarada got together. She devoted her life to training more and more, so she actually isn't useless anymore. She's on the same level as Sasuke, but not Naruto. So her strength could punch. With a punch, she could blow up the moon. Yeah, and she has even better chakra control. 1 second, guys, my dog's asleep on me. I need to move her. Okay, good girl. Shh. Oh, you can hear her. My bad, sorry. Shush. Yeah. So back to Sarada, and that's all playing. Actually, I'm gonna go to where Boruto was born. When he was born, Naruto looked straight at his eyes. They weren't open. But Boruto didn't even let out a cry. This is where they all are panicked. But that's when they sent his chakra. It's perfectly controlled, which even Naruto has a bit of trouble doing with his amount. That's when they realise something else. He has more chakra than Naruto does. And when I say more, I mean 3 times more. Which is shocked by everyone else. They all think Naruto has infinite chakra. That's when Naruto decides something. Wait a minute. And he does hand signs, and the Grim Reaper shows up. And he says, "Oh, congratulations." And you wonder when the Grim Reaper was in the fight, I decided not to include him as he couldn't really help. And the Phoenix, Naruto didn't need any hand signs. He wanted to beat the bad guy to a pulp with his own hands for what he did to Hinata. That's when the Grim Reaper says, "Wow, he's special," and he disappears. Then that's what Boruto lets out a cry, which doesn't disrupt this chakra. And he opens his eyes. 3 Tomori Sharingan. That's been evolved into my Genki already, just by the pure chakra that Boruto released. A Rinnegan, a Byakugan, a Tenseigan. This is when they're all getting extremely happy. That's until something else happens. In both of his eyes this time, they're outlining the whiteness, all the white stuff, on it, in his eyes go black. And then it goes a sudden blue, even bluer than Naruto's eyes, bluer than the Tensegon. It's his Jogan. And I was just like, wow, kids, you have something even I don't. And that's when they realised, saying, this ability is weird. This power is weird. It's just, they don't know the abilities yet, and also I should catch up on the abilities myself. But I might add my own abilities to it. Like, I made Boruto my own anime. I might add my own abilities. He touches Naruto, and Naruto's actual chakra changes. It's moulded into, it's sped up. His actual body's all sped up. It's not just his chakra. He thought it was until he realised it's just a disturbance. So Boruto can slow people up and slow people down or speed people up. Like, you can see my new Whatif that I'm uploading actually as we speak. What if Boruto had perfect genetics? And not Boruto, I mean Naruto. And that's when Boruto just appears in a blue flash. And they all look around until they realise Boruto just teleported without any flying Raijin. And Naruto claps his hands together saying, that's my boy, stopping time. That's when they realised, wait, he didn't stop time. It was a full-on teleportation. And that's what Naruto's even prouder, saying, that's my boys teleporting without any seals. Is that one of your abilities? And I'll add more of them later as I go into the story. And if you like the potential of this, and you comment down below and telling me you like it, I'm just saying this could have up to 50 parts, which is amazing, I know. Now we're going to go to Sarada. When her and Boruto were playing, Boruto was playing with a toy she wanted, and Sarada put her hand down and it flew towards her. They look at her and she has the Sharon running gun. I think that's what you call Sasuke's one. And she got it through genetics as Hagoromo, and that's my excuse for this one. Come on, let me just have it. So Sarada has the Sharon running gun and the Sharon gun already. And due to her having the Sharon running gun, that also means she has to have the Mangenkyo, which I'll let you decide that ability. Because we don't actually know her ability, because she hasn't awakened it in Boruto yet. And that's when they realise, saying, these kids are going to surpass them. And that's what Naruto realises, saying, else. He does hand signs and creates his own new tailed beast. But he only made one using his own chakra. He made an infinite tailed beast with infinite chakra, as he used all the abilities of all his eyes together. This tailed beast is extremely overpowered, but he looks at Boruto as like a best friend and a brother. As Naruto explained it to him, and he sealed him inside Boruto. So now Boruto had an infinite tailed beast with infinite tails and all that, infinite chakra. And Boruto also has every nature style. He got that from Naruto. But the tailed beast has a special one, which I'll explain later. And you guys get to decide the name of the infinite tailed beast. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. If you guys do want to see the next part with me continuing this into Boruto, I ain't going to be a huge, massive, I'm going to ask for 500 likes. I'm going to ask for a like that you've achieved before. It's going to be 150 if you want to see it. So yeah, that's only if you want to see it. If not, this will be the final. But if you want to see me continuing to Boruto get the 150 likes, and I'll make Boruto my own series, like my own anime. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Hope you enjoy. Like and subscribe. Peace out. Like goes 50. So remember, like and subscribe. We hit 700 subscribers. Okay, bye.